so glad y'all are here. Hopefully some other people will join. But figured that we could get together and do some WIP work and just have a chat tonight instead of just doing the regular old WIP Wednesday. So I am going to be crocheting on this temperature blanket that I started. I was over on Angela's live a few seconds before I came over here with My Precious Yarnery. And we were having a nice little chat over there with everybody, talking about that new yarn that's came out. And there's several people that's already gotten it and have started showing it. And but it's that Karen Ogo, that new Karen Ogo yarn, the Karen Halo yarn. It's really pretty. I went and looked at it on Joanne's website because apparently that's the only place that you can get it right now. And I think it's on sale at Joanne's right now for like $7.49 in the US. And they've got like 5, I think maybe different colors, 5 or 6 at my Joanne's. So I really love the colors, and I'm a huge fan of the Karen latte cakes, and I would really like to get some, but I just spent all that money buying this temperature blanket yarn, so I have to wait. And it makes me really sad because I want some really bad. The first time here also, I was on Angela's, then on Michelle's. Too many lives at the same time. I know. I didn't realize that there would be this many lives going on at the same time tonight when I scheduled. It was actually my first time on Angela's live. I've watched a few of her videos, but I've never been on one of her lives. So I enjoyed it. I'm gonna definitely have to catch those again. Hey Patty, hey Kay, how's it going with y'all tonight? Y'all, I have a headache. I forgot to take my blood pressure medicine today, and I think that might be why. I took some medicine before this live though, so I'm hoping that it's going to ease off. But it hurts like right across here. So if I hold my head, that's why. So glad to have y'all here. So are y'all working on anything presently? I'm working on this temperature blanket as of right now. I actually started one, or actually two, two of Bag O Day's patterns. Her new shawl that she put out just kind of like captured me. The spin on the virus stitch or whatever. The brand new one that she just put out, I think it was like today or yesterday, and I just love the way that it looks. So when Daniel with Pawpaw Yarn Company, when he was doing the Disney yarns, I don't really know what happened there. I got the first 2 and I I don't know if he didn't do any more after that or if I missed them or what, because I was off of YouTube for a while. So I don't know. But I got the first two, the Ursula and the Cruella yarn. So I decided to mix those two together and make that new shawl of Bag of Days with it. And it is looking really awesome. Actually, I have it right here. Let me show y'all. I was working on it at work today, y'all, because I was that excited about it. So I'm really loving like how all these colors are going together. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I love it. Let me catch up real quick. It is nice to chat. I'm isolated at home, so these are the only connections I have currently besides my husband. Girl, I understand that. I'm at home. Well, I was for a little while, and it will wear on you. Slow chat is on. I'm good. Gotta take the blood pressure medicine. I know. I just forgot. I've been doing good since they put me on it. And then I don't know what happened, but today I just forgot to take it. I guess I'm gonna have to set me an alarm for it, just like I have for my thyroid medicine. Hey, Passion for Yarn. I'm in between projects, looking through books, trying to decide. Yep, I understand that. I got in a slump for a little while about crochet. I have so many UFOs, but I just had no interest in working on any of them. So I took up diamond painting because I have like horrible anxiety. Like my hands always have to be busy. If my hands aren't busy, I tend to talk with them. So I got into that diamond painting, and y'all, I love that. That is so relaxing. It helps so much with my anxiety. It helps calm me. Apparently it's not helping my blood pressure because I had diamond painted all day long the day that I went to the doctor, and my blood pressure was up, and my doctor put me on the blood pressure medicine. But I really believe that my thyroid is a lot that is controlling my blood pressure. But working on fidget or sensory items currently. What is that? I've never heard of that. Good morning from Australia. Hello, Serena. It's not morning for me, but good morning to you. But yeah, so I'm working on this temperature blanket because I am in love with Tunisian crochet. And as I said in my other WIP video, TL Yarn Crafts did a Tunisian crochet video, temperature blanket. I think it was like 2019. Well, she had her own color palette, and she used the DK Swish yarn, or the Swish DK yarn, whatever, from Knit Picks, and I loved it. I loved the way that it looked. So I was like, I want to try that. And so I'm pretty much following her pattern, although I did make my own chart for my temperatures and everything, for as far for my colors and everything. But I'm pretty much following the pattern that she did on hers, because I am very new to Tunisian crochet. So, but I am really, really loving it. So, and I had almost give up on trying to design anything because like everything I was trying to design was just coming out looking horrible to me. But I've actually gotten a couple of ideas that I want to try. I'm going to make one before I even think about doing a tutorial for it. But I do want to try to create a Tunisian crochet pattern. And I've actually got 2 ideas in my head. So hopefully I don't forget what I want to do because my memory has gotten so bad lately. Let's see. Just got a reminder. Happy to see you, Heather. Hi, Diana. Glad to see you too. Do you do 365 rows on temperature blanket? I don't know how to do Tunisian crochet yet. There are several different ways to do temperature blankets. So a lot of people will do just like the 1 row a day. With the pattern that I'm doing with the Tunisian, that I'm following from Tony over at TL Yarn Crafts, hers are 3 rows per day, and she like did all the math and made it to where that it is gonna be like a certain length by a certain width when you get finished and everything. And it's all just the Tunisian simple stitch, so it's really really easy. There's nothing really complicated about it or anything. She has, y'all, my cat, y'all gonna have to just see my cat. The last few videos that I have posted has had a cat in it. I have 3 cats. My baby cat I do not let in here because she's crazy and wild and she likes to get into everything. I think y'all probably saw my multicolored one in one of my videos the other day, and she just like walks around being nosy. And then the one you just saw, the black one, she mostly likes to get over here and look out the window, but I have the air going over there right now. If y'all hear background like rumbling, that's probably my air conditioner over here because it was hot in here. But I have the air running over there, so she can't get in front of the window. So she's probably mad at me about that right now. Temperature blanket too. I'm so behind. Well, I cannot do temperature blankets like for the current year, like whatsoever. I've tried for 2 years in a row, and I gave up on both of them. I hated the colors. I hated the design that I picked. I had just lost interest completely. So I chose to do one with for the year that I was born. And so I went on the W Underground website to get all of the temperatures for the whole year for the year that I was born, and I wrote them all down, I typed them all up and everything, and then put the corresponding colorway to that temperature and made my charts and everything. That way, if it takes me 5 years to make it, it's okay, and I'm technically not behind. I mean, I was born a long time ago, so if you want to get technical, I'm way behind. Hey Samantha, too long a project if I have to work on a blanket for an entire year for me. I like doing year-long projects because I do. Jada Stitches has her calendar blankets every year that she does, and of course I've only been following her for like 2 years, but I enjoy the year-long calendar blankets that she does. But like I said, with the temperature blankets, that having to keep up with stuff like every single day, I can't do it. I cannot be that committed. So yeah, I would. That's why I decided to go with the one where I could just work on it leisurely at my own pace, and I didn't have a time limit, or I didn't have to feel obligated. I feel like that I will want to work on it more, knowing that I'm not obligated to work on it. Because look, y'all, I have crochet ADHD. Okay, I have like 30 probably UFOs, and I have got to get something done with them. And every time I say that I'm not gonna start a new project, I do it anyway. matter of fact, I got sidetracked when I was talking about my Bag of Day projects that I started. I also started her new dress pattern that she just came out with here recently. I think it was like last week. So yeah, I'm trying to do that too. I've never made a dress. Don't wear dresses, but it was so cute. I just could not resist, and I felt like I had the perfect yarn for it because I don't have it in here, but I have I think it's what's that, Pound of Love, that's what it is. So I had two huge skeins of it, so I was like, okay, well, I have enough of this that I can make this dress to fit me because I'm a big girl, y'all. I mean, come on, y'all see all this. Okay, so I was like, it's gonna take a lot to cover all this up. So so I was like, okay, maybe this will be enough because that's like, I think they're like 1,000 yards a skein. So if 2,000 yards don't cover all this, then I just don't need to make clothes. Ah, I was born a long time ago too. I'm telling you, I don't even want to say the year that I was born, but it is our birthday. I remember. Yours is the 12th. Okay. Happy birthday again to you. I have seizures and need shorter term projects. When I have an episode, I lose days. Oh, Darcy, I'm sorry. I understand having issues, so most definitely. I like shorter projects to work on, like in between my bigger projects, because I don't really necessarily have like a short attention span to my bigger projects, but I have the anxiety that I have. So, therefore, my if I'm working on like a huge blanket, like at work right now, I started this bedspread that I'm gonna try to make. I've never made a bedspread. I've always just made like throw afghans and stuff. So I haven't ever made as big a blanket as a bedspread, and it's going to be a queen size because I'm making it for my bed to match my room. So I know that is going to take me forever. So I like start smaller projects that I know that I can get done in a shorter amount of time. Well, get done in a shorter amount of time than a blanket. Although most of the time, like I said, I have like 30 probably UFOs, and because I'm so bad about starting a project and working on it that day, and then the very next day or so I find something else and I'm like, oh, I want to make that. And so I start it, and I have a problem. I really do. I'm working on completing 25 wind spinners just have to complete the finish. Oh my goodness. That is a lot. Well, you go with that because no, I cannot do that. That is a lot. See, my thing is when I make one of something, I don't want to make it again. This past Christmas, I made 3 sweaters that were all the same except for with different color yarn. And I made it all with the um the puzzle the Premier puzzle yarn. So I was using basically the same yarn, just different color, the same pattern, everything, 3 of them. I was so sick of that sweater by the time I got through with them 3 sweaters. Oh my goodness. Because I made my daddy one, I made my husband one, and then I had to make myself one. So yeah, I was tired of making that pattern. It is an awesome pattern. I love the pattern. It was a Bag of Day pattern, and it's her basic sweater for men or whatever, but it worked for me too. I mean, I tweaked it a little bit with like the collar and stuff. Um, but yeah, I love the pattern. I just did not want to make it anymore after that because I was so sick of making that sweater. So but yeah, so I have, back to talking about my UFOs, I have started so much. I have projects all down here on this bottom shelf down here, all over here. These are all projects that I've started, and there's even some in there in that little cubby. Projects on that cart. And then back here, right over here, I have projects over here beside me. I have projects over here by this door, and the shelf that's beside this door, you can't see it. But there's a shelf over here. I have projects in there. I even have projects in this closet over here that you also can't see that are unfinished. And it is just crazy because I cannot bring myself to finish them. And even with my blanket projects, okay, so like when I finish a blanket, like I'll set it down and I'll be like, okay, I'm tired of working on this. So then I don't put the border on, and it'll take me forever. I have a whole tub full of blankets that don't have borders because I have laid them to the side when I finish the blanket part and not put the border on. Oh my goodness. I did that last year with pocket scarves with a hood. Just created the pattern. Gets very boring. Yes, Starsha, it does. It really, really does. You have a serious case of startup. Tell me about it, girl. I'm telling you, I am like the world's worst with it. My goal this summer is to get partially completed projects finished. Me too, girl. Me too. I want to finish some of these so bad, man. I really do. Got so many half-done blankets. I should just stitch them together. Hey, if you do that, then at least they'll be finished. Maybe I should try that with all of mine. You won't have to worry about them stacking up with no borders like me. Yeah, so I really need to try to work on some of these projects. I think I'm going to do a video with all of my UFOs and let y'all help me decide if I need to just frog them and put the yarn back up or actually finish the projects. What do y'all think about that? Me too, Darsha. Me too. That is my main problem. It'd be one ugly mismatched blanket, but it'd be done. Hey, you know what? The most beautiful blankets ever are the ugly mismatched ones to me. Listen, I have 2 scrap blankets that I made that had just random yarn in it. I love scrap blankets. Okay, they're like my favorite blanket ever. And they're so ugly, they are just gorgeous. And I have one that I have been working on for like 2 years. It's supposed to be for my husband. But he picked this like lime green color and black. Those were the colors he wanted. Okay, those colors just are so disinteresting to me. So I normally grab it and work on it. And he's like 6 foot tall, so it has to be very long to cover him. So, but I'm holding the 2 colors together and crocheting them like I would a scrap blanket with half double crochet. So it's a really simple pattern, but I mostly just work on it when I am like watching TV or something and don't really have to pay attention to what I'm doing. Hi, Heather, and everyone in the chat. Hey, Gloria, glad to see you here. Just a blanket of many colors. Beautiful. Absolutely, Patty. My hubby just loves boot slippers. I made my husband a pair of slippers one time. It was actually, Krista from the Secret Yarnery. It was her 2-hour slipper pattern. And I had made me a pair. And this was, oh gosh, I think it was during COVID when we were all in quarantine when I done it. But I had made me a pair because my feet always stay cold, like always. So I had made me a pair, and he was like, "Oh, them are cool. Can you make me a pair?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess so." So I made him a pair, and y'all, he wore them things everywhere. I mean, he wore them like they was shoes. He wore them outside to go feed the chickens. He wore them to cut grass in. I mean, he's crazy. He even wore them to the store, and I was like, "Are you serious? Them are not shoes." I was like, "They're like socks, okay?" I was like, "You can't just wear them things anywhere." He was like, "I wear them where I want to." I was like, "Whatever you say." His mom used to give him a pair of little slippers every Christmas after she died. It fell to me. Oh, yeah. I need to. He wore them so much that he completely wore them out. So I need to crochet him a new pair, I guess. I crocheted my mom some of Pamela from Pamela's Adoring Crochet. I crocheted her a pair for Christmas, my mom, using Pamela's pattern from her channel. And she loves like Patriot colors and stuff. So I made them in red, white, and blue. And her feet stay cold all the time too. I guess I get it from her. But so I made her those, and she wears them all the time. But she don't wear them outside like my husband did. And of course, my son, he don't like anything crocheted. He thinks he's at that age, I guess, where nothing his mom does is cool. So, but since I've started diamond painting, he has decided that that's not as bad as crochet. So he recently started watching anime, which he has never watched before. So I'm like, okay. But he recently started watching anime, and he wanted me to do him an anime diamond painting. So I ordered him one. I let him pick it out, and I ordered him one, and it just came in today. And when I finish the one that I'm working on, I'm going to start on it for him. And hopefully it will not take too long because I'm not really interested in it, but I'm going to do it for him. You should a sole on your hoodies. It makes them last longer for the guy. What do you use for a sole on them? I didn't know that you could do that. What would you recommend? I've not made very many slippers. Okay, Patty says flip-flops. So just like buy one of those like cheap pair of flip-flops from like the dollar store or something and just take the strap off, or and how do you connect it to the flip-flop sole? 21-year-old loves manga and animals. I did her a Pikachu hat. Yeah, the hat I could probably do, but as far as like the amigurumi stuff, I am so not an amigurumi person, and it really irks me that I'm not, because I really thought I would be. I tried a few times, but I just, all that sewing them pieces together, that just gets to me. And I can sit and sew squares together, and that doesn't bother me. But that sewing them pieces together, I guess it's because they're all stuffed and everything. I cannot do it. And it, I really want to, and I'm gonna try again because I found, look, me and my sister, we've always been like really huge Super Mario geeks. Okay, we love Super Mario. And I actually have a Super Mario diamond painting coming also. But I found an amigurumi Super Mario pattern, and I want to make it so bad. And I almost started it last night, and I was like, no, I'm not going to start this. And because I know that if I start it, I won't finish it. I need to get some of these other things done first. There's a tutorial on YouTube for the flip-flops. Okay, cool. Thank you. You can buy leather soles. Okay. Yes, the worst is connecting things. I finally figured it out. Took me a year. And see, even if I did get the things connected, it would probably be lopsided because of me I'm a really bad sewer. But I did make my husband a pillow for Christmas that I had crocheted the pillow covering or whatever for it, and I didn't have a pillow, and I couldn't find a pillow to be the size that it needed to be for what I had crocheting. I'd done the tapestry type crochet or whatever of a rooster because he loves chickens, and I done that for him for Christmas, and I had to sew a pillow to fit. And I have a sewing machine, and I can sew like straight line on a sewing machine, but that's about it. Like, I want to make bags and like put liners in them and stuff, but I'm terrified too because I don't know if I can like sew the liner in with my sewing machine. And I know I can't do it by hand because I cannot sew by hand. I can sew on a button. That's about it. But I want to learn more, y'all. I really, really do. And the more that I do, the more I want to learn. So I don't think I just have like start-itis. I think I have craft-itis, period. Like, I just want to do it all. And I don't know what to do about it. Maybe I need to go see a therapist. Well, could y'all see that? Talking to a therapist about having a problem with starting projects and not finishing them. That's hilarious. Oh, I'm pretty sure that therapist would look at me like I was crazy and tell me that there is no help. Oh, goodness. So do any of y'all have the problem of starting projects and not finishing them like me? How many golly, my mind blank. How many WIPs or UFOs do y'all have? I'm working on learning how to crochet a zipper in line in a project. Well, you know what, Darsha? You're going to have to teach me, girl. We're going to have to do some Zooms or something. And how does that make you feel? I know, right? Yeah. I guess you could say it makes me feel a little crazy. Yep. Oh, goodness. Always. I must have at least 5 WIPs at the moment. I frogged at heaps. I knew I was never going to get back to. I'm telling you, that's why I said I think I'm going to do a video and let y'all help me decide I may even make it as like a live video. But and let y'all help me decide if it is projects that y'all think is worth actually finishing, or if it's stuff that I should just frog and just put the yarn back up and let it be something else. I have 3 WIPs at the moment. Well, too many WIPs to count. I'm telling you. My thing is though, is I have projects over here that, I mean, well, like I said, that blanket that I've been working on for my husband, I've been working on it for like 2 years. I mean, I literally have stuff that I have started and just left, like abandoned. My projects are probably like, they're just poor little abandoned crochet projects. They probably feel so lonely because they haven't been looked at or touched in so long. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. That's horrible. If the WIPs and UFOs could talk. Oh my goodness. Hey y'all, my headache's easing off though. Y'all have helped my headache. Y'all are making me laugh. Or I'm making me laugh. One or the other. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tired. Something. My headache's easing off though, so that's a good thing. I think my cat likes my shawl that I'm making because she is cuddled up over here on top of it. She gets so cold. She hates the air, y'all. But I have to have it because I am so hot. But she's all curled up over here on top of my shawl that I'm making like it's hers or something. One WIP. Seriously, Patty, only one. Oh my gosh. I could never do that. Never ever. Hopefully this fall I will complete it. Pineapple throw, but made in 2 pieces, the center and then the border. Connect the 2. That's all I have to do. Well, you go, girl, because I could never just have just one WIP. If I only had one WIP, I would be like shocked, like completely shocked. Because yeah, that that would just be like impossible for me. I've never made the pineapple stitch at all. And oh y'all, I forgot to tell you. I did start something else too. And I did this last night. Spring, the fiber enthusiast, she is doing a crochet along for a shawl. And I had some other really awesome looking yarn from Paul Ply Guy's yarn company. And so I decided to use it and make the shawl that she is doing her crochet along with. And y'all, it's so awesome. Let me show you. Here's the yarn. I have it caked up. It is so pretty. And I forget what it's called. Patronus, I think is the name of it. But y'all, it is so gorgeous. But here is the first part of the shawl. I just love it. It looks, I know that it probably's not doing justice on my computer camera because my computer camera really is not great, but y'all, it has like glittery speckles stuff in it. And so in like person, it looks like the galaxy or something. It's really cool. So I'm gonna like it a lot. A lot. a lot. Oh, I'm getting behind on the chat. Good. I'm glad your headache is going away. Thank you, Kay. I'm glad my headache's going away too. I have a headache. I have a headache like every single day. I get so tired of having headaches. Darcia says they would yell at me for abandoning them. Me too, girl. That's beautiful. Fantastic yarn choice. Thank y'all. I love it too. I'm telling y'all. It is so cool looking. Hey, Michelle. Is it okay for someone not in America to come into chat? Of course it is. Are you asking that because of the giveaway video? Or you only asked for crochet, right? I have a craft, crochet, all of it. I have a candlewick bedspread done except for hemming it or putting something type of edging. Can't decide. That's why it isn't finished. What is a candlewick bedspread? No, dear, that's not what I meant by that. When I said that, I just meant that I can't ship right now to outside of the U.S. That's not that I only want Americans watching my YouTube channel. And there's actually going to be other giveaways that I will be able to include outside of the U.S., but I just can't afford right now to ship anything outside of the U.S. I love hearing from crafters not in America. Same here, Darcia. Now, I have nothing against anybody outside of the U.S. I love everybody, believe me. But I just, like I said, I can't afford to ship anything outside of the U.S. right now because of shipping fees being so expensive. We welcome everyone. Yes, we do. I'm sorry for that misunderstanding, Michelle. Maybe I should have been clearer. So how are y'all tonight? Are y'all working on anything currently? We've just been here chatting away about what we've been working on and how our UFOs would be screaming at us if they could talk because we've abandoned them. Shipping is ridiculous. I've been wanting to order yarn from Ice and Lita, but the cost of the shipping is just crazy. I'm telling you, it really is. And I mean, just like regular USPS postage or whatever, regular mail postage is like gone outrageous. So like I had to ship something UPS the other day because it had to go back to us. My son was going to do homeschool and he was going to do like the Abeka school books or whatever this year. And then after I ordered the stuff, he changed his mind and wanted to go ahead and do virtual through the virtual school. And so I had to ship it back. And y'all, I was responsible for the amount to ship the stuff back. And then they also charged me a restocking fee to send it back out of, my money or whatever that they're going to give me back, my refund. So, and when I got there, those books, y'all, were so heavy. I was like, this is about to be outrageous. Nah, I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it was still pretty hefty. And it was really an amount that I could have done without right now, but it is what it is. No worries. Working on a cardigan. I love cardigans. I need to make a cardigan. Actually, I have I have a cardigan started that I was creating a pattern for of my own, and I never finished it. Imagine that. Cotton fabric, a design stamped on. French knots. Oh God, French knots have always been my enemy. Used only on this one. The thread is like handlewood. Listen, I have cross stitched since I was young. My cousin taught me how to cross stitch when I was about, I don't know, probably 12, 13. And I have never, ever, ever been able to get a French knot to work right for me. Never. Like, how do you come up in the hole and go back like down almost directly in the exact same hole and it not go back through? Every single time it would go back through on me. Like the fabric just rips like it's not even there. And I'm just like, nope, that's not working for me. I wanted $125 to ship $25 worth of yarn. Oh my goodness, no. I've ordered from Ashford, I think, one time, and I could not. I was disappointed with some of the yarn that I had ordered because it was not. It didn't come the way that it explained that it should be in the description. So I was not satisfied with that. Some of it I was, but some of it I wasn't. And then the shipping costs are really steep. For me, I know that some people can get it like cheaper, but the way that I understand it is you have to order like a huge amount of yarn to get it to be actually like worth the shipping or whatever, because then you have to like combine the shipping cost and the yarn cost and then divide it by the number of balls that you buy, the balls of yarn that you buy, and it makes it be like really cheaper per ball or whatever. But I don't know, I have a hard time looking at it like that. FedEx is cheaper usually than USPS. It's nuts. I don't know where my FedEx office is. I don't even know if we have a FedEx office. I know where UPS is, and I know where the post office is. So I've always just used one of those two because I don't know where the FedEx office is. My husband walked by, heard you talking, and said, she sounds just like you. That's funny. You must be country talking too. Crazy shipping costs. Yep. Before she passed, my grandmother was trying to teach me to make Irish lace, but I was too young and the family craft was lost. Oh, I don't know what Irish lace is, but it sounds like it would be really awesome. Yarn is too accessible in USA for that, not worth shipping from us. I feel the same way. And actually, I was over on Angela's live before I came over here to do mine. Over at the My Precious Yarnery, and she was talking about how I think it's Mary Maxim that she said has a lot of the same yarns that Ice Yarn has. I mean, of course, they have different names or whatever, but they're like exactly the same. So, and actually, I'm sorry, Maze, but I need to borrow this. I disturbed her. I have a catalog right here for Mary Maxim. I am not going to look at it right now because if I do, I'm going to want to order something and I cannot order anything. But, so, yeah. And I mean, she was showing on her video, or maybe that was her comparison video that she was talking about that I watched earlier today. It was one or the other. Anyway, she, I actually think it was her comparison video that I get that stuff so mixed up. But she she was talking about, she was showing how they were literally the exact same yarn. So, a couple of years ago, shipping used to be about the price of your yarn, $100 yarn plus $100 post. Now it's closer to $200 shipping to Australia. Anyway, see, I can't do it. I cannot justify paying that much. I can't do it. I can't afford it. I don't make enough. Crystal just got a mystery bag from Michael's that was $112 for basically garbage. I know, I saw that. Oh, and they wouldn't take it back. I know, I do too, man. It makes me not even want to buy yarn from Michael's anymore. And you can see, I love the Karen cakes. Okay. I have all these anniversary cakes. I'm kind of a collector of them too. So I feel Crystal on that. But it really is, because she has bought so much yarn from so many different places, and she is so supportive of all of the stores. I feel like Michael should have, maybe she needs to like contact their like main, I don't even know what it would be, but like the main one that's over all the stores or whatever, about it, because that's just ridiculous. Because no, that yarn, I watched that video too. That yarn was not worth no $112. It was worth maybe 10, if that. I'm from Augusta, Georgia, but living on PEI in Canada. What's PEI? I went to Augusta in 2019, I think. No, I don't remember what year it was. It was a couple years ago. But I went up there for a job, and I was only there for a couple months, but I got lost so much. I had to use my GPS like everywhere. There are so many great ideas in that magazine. I know. And just the blanket on the front has me. I love blankets, y'all. Blankets are my downfall when it comes to crochet, because I love to make blankets, and Lord knows I need to stop making blankets. But look at that blanket. Oh my gosh. It is so cute. And it is my colors. I love it. You want to say hello, Mace? Or are you just coming to be nosy? No. She's pressing all kind of buttons on my computer. I hope y'all can still hear me. I forgot what I was saying. She distracted me. Oh, the blanket, y'all. It's my colors, everything, because I'm a huge neutrals fan. The colors, like the browns, the grays, the blacks, the whites. I love them. I just love them. Blues. And it is like different square for every. Oh, I love that. I love it. But it's $60 for that kit, for that blanket. And I'm like, I don't have it right now. I just can't. Yarn is only available to me in person from Walmart unless I drive at least 100 miles. Gas versus shipping. Yeah, you got a point there, Darcia. Yeah. I don't think with gas prices right now, they're outrageous too. So sadly, we only have one biggish box store yarn option in Australia. Spotlight, the range is average and usually takes 12 months before your new release might get here. Holy wow. I watched Taylor Rose shop at Spotlight. I want to go shop in there. I've never heard of that place, but maybe if one of y'all could drop me like a website link or something, I can go check it out. I probably don't need to, but it sounds like I want to. We should email her as her subscribers. Yes. Prince Edward Island. Oh, okay. I have been having really bad, terrible here in Cincinnati. The customer service in 2 different stores. I have actually boycotted Michael's. I understand customer service can weigh in a lot when it comes to whether or not you actually want to shop at a store or not. Believe me, I understand that. It's not great. The customer service is terrible. No, I'll make it with other yarn just by the downloaded pattern. So some great yarns out there. Okay, I didn't even think about that. I'm actually meant to. I don't know how to even do it. My sister is still working. She's normally my moderator, and she is working crazy hours because she's working at the job that I was working at before. So she's working crazy hours. So she is not going to be able to be on my lives probably at all anymore. And I was going to message you and ask you if you could be a moderator for me for my lives. And I got caught up on Angela's live stream, so I forgot to. And like I said, I don't even remember how to add a moderator. I don't remember how I put her as a moderator. Let's see. I don't want to click anything because I'm afraid that if I do, it will like end my live stream or something. So the only thing I know to tell any of y'all is if there's any links that you want to drop, maybe you can like post them in a comment after the live is over, like say for the website for the Spotlight store or whatever. You could post it in a comment after the live stream's over. That way it'll just be there, because yeah, like I said, I'm very new to this live stuff. I don't know. I just knocked my cat off the back of my seat. Oops. But I'm afraid to like touch anything because if I was to do that, there is no telling what would happen. Okay. Or 3 dots. Click that and click that moderator. Ah, okay. Haha. Yay, I did it. Thank you. So she was telling me how to do a moderator. So I think maybe it worked. Yep, it worked. She's all in blue now. Yay. Awesome. Lord, no. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oof. That like to have been a disaster. Oh, goodness. Let me take these down real fast. Oh, goodness. I had put these, yeah, seriously, avalanche. I had put these up in this little cubby over here beside me, and my cat just tried to jump up there in that cubby. Are you wanting out? And she about knocked them down. And that would not have been good because all that glass would have just crashed everywhere. No, that would have been so bad. Like, so bad. Are you wanting out? You're ready to go night-night, ain't you? She's always ready for night-night. That's all she wants to do is night-night. She loves to sleep. She's so sweet, though. She just is very to herself. Like when she was a baby, because I've had her since she was a baby. She's a year old now. And when she was a baby, she like was a big mama's girl and always had to be like on me, sitting with me. If I was crocheting, she was sitting like in between my legs in my lap while I was crocheting, most of the time under the blanket that I was crocheting, because I'm always crocheting a blanket. But now that as she gets older, she like has developed her own personality, and she's like a loner. She just kind of wants to be by herself. And then I have my other cat. She's a black cat too, and her name is Luna. And she is so wild and crazy and everything, but when she gets ready for night, she is a big mama's baby, and like she can be so sweet, and she still like roots on me like and stuff, and like nudges in my neck and everything, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, you ain't gonna find no milk there. But she's like, probably, I can't remember exactly when she was born. I know my sister would know, but she's got to be like somewhere between 6 to 8 months old now. So I don't understand why she still like roots like that, unless she just don't want to grow up. I don't know. But so yeah, she is. And then first thing in the morning, she's a real big mama's girl. She wants to be loved and cuddly and rubbed and everything. So then I have the multicolored cat that was in one of my other videos, and that's Callie. And she's actually Maze's mom, her real mom. I'm mom, but she's her real mom. And she is like a very old woman. Like she's not old. She's only like 2.5. But she, like, when she's walking, she walks like she's like really, really old. And I mean, I don't know if she's just like skittish or what it is, but she just acts, she's different. She's just different. I don't even know how to explain Callie. Callie has her own personality too, which they all three do. All three of them have their own personalities. Hey, Samantha. Darsha made my daughter a hanging cat bed out of blanket yarn. She loves it. I want to make one of those cat couches, but that looks like it's going to be a very tedious project. So I have not tried yet. I haven't had it. Yes, Samantha, yeah, you need to take something for it, because let me tell you, I took something for mine. Mine was hurting before I started this live, and I took something for it right before I started the live, and it has eased off significantly now. So definitely take something for it. I think many cats are old souls frequently. They are probably, and I say all the time that I should have been a cat, because I'm an old soul, and I am like, I don't know, I have a lot of cat features. I don't know. I feel like a cat sometimes. So do I. That is the same reason I haven't looks like a lot of sewing together. I'm telling you, like, and I mean, I've watched the tutorial that Mikey from Crochet Crowd has on his channel, And it's just not in detail enough for me to really understand like how to put it together. So I'm gonna have to figure something else out. Yes, I hope your head stops hurting, because I have like headaches every day and I get migraines, so I absolutely know how that feels. I don't wish headaches on nobody, because they are not fun. I'm more like a cat than a dog, but I love all animals, excluding slithery ones. Amen to that, girlfriend. Yes, I love most all animals, but I am not a fan of snakes. um, some lizards don't bother me, but now them big, colorful ones, I know, because they wiggle like a snake does, and no, I don't want no part of them. Nope, nope, nope. And I have like this huge, deep ditch that runs through my front yard, y'all. And you talking about Moccasin City? I won't even be trying to go out there. And cause I live right on the highway, so the county is supposed to cut, all of that. You think they do it? Not like they should. So my husband, he tries to keep it somewhat tamed, because it looks like a jungle. But I be telling him, don't worry about that mess. You're gonna be got snake bit. You keep getting down in that ditch, because he'll try to get all down in it and stuff. And I'm like, you need to stay out of there. Yep. Yeah. The county right now, the county that I live in, they too worried about fixing the highway than doing anything that actually needs to be done. They are repaving almost the whole highway through our little towns here. And I mean, they wasn't even that bad. It did not need to be done like that. They could have took some time to clean up some of this jungle on the side of the roads. I'm in the Oregon mountains and we have rattlers around. Yuck. Oh, no. No, 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 no. I don't want to be around no rattler neither. I think we have rattlers here too, I'm sure, but I have never, I don't think I've ever like seen one that wasn't in like a tank somewhere at like a zoo or something. Whatever them things are, what's them places you can go and actually like they have the different kinds of, I guess it's a zoo. I know zoo has like regular animals. I don't know if they have snakes or not. I can't remember. No, I went that way on July 7th. Man, and right where I'm working, they is where the road work is like starting, like right where I turn in the median to go to work. And I'm like, y'all get done and get out of the way. And then when I leave to go to lunch, they're all in the way there too. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I have ran into them when horseback riding. Oh no. I've only ever been horseback riding like twice. And I liked it, but one time the horse took off like I don't know, not a full run, but I don't think it was really a trot either, because it felt faster than that. But it wasn't like a full run, and then I was trying to tell it to whoa and slow down, and it wasn't wanting to listen. And I didn't want to pull back on the reins too hard because I didn't want it to rear up with me, and I was scared. I was like, oh my God, I ain't getting back on. It scared me. But my husband used to break horses because his stepsister used to do like rodeos and stuff. So he knows all about that kind of stuff. Op has an annual rattlesnake rodeo. What's a rattlesnake rodeo? Huh. Okay, were you visiting Oregon recently? My first bad horse experience was visiting relatives in Canada, and the kids put me on a half broke. Oh Lord. Actually, when I had my experience on the horse, it was in Arkansas, and I had went with my boyfriend, and it was like when I was 18, 19 years old, and his dad lived in Arkansas, and I went with him, and we spent like a week up there, and they had horses, and he was like, ride this one because it's the calmest one we have, and this, that, and the other. And so I was like, okay. And then that thing took off with me, and I was like, get me off this thing. Well, they have rattlesnakes in cases for everyone to see. There's live music and oh, okay. Well, that's a little strange, but I guess some people are into that kind of thing. Not me. But I was in rodeos as a 4-H'er. I did barrel racing. I think that's what my husband's stepsister did too, was like the barrel racing and stuff. Yeah, I've always been country, but not that country. I've been twice maybe my whole life. Man, I ain't about no snakes now. No, no, no. I don't do the snake thing. Well, y'all, it has been awesome. I have not gotten much of my temperature blanket crochet tonight because we've had such a good time talking, but that's okay. I have plenty of time to work on it because I don't have a deadline or an obligation. So it's awesome. But I do have to call it a night for tonight. We've actually been on here. I think this is my longest live I've ever had. But I have really enjoyed it. I do want to let everybody know that I am going to be having another live stream come Sunday night. Oh, I'll show what it looks like so far. So this is, it's getting pretty long. This is just the first strip of it. And this is all of January to that white line. And then here's what I've gotten done of February so far. So, but I think it's going to be really cool which this is the back side, y'all. This is actually the front side. I didn't even realize it. But yeah. So, I think it's going to look really cool and really good once it is finished, but that could take forever. So, but I am going to be having another live stream come Sunday night, and it's just going to be just a chat. You can craft or crochet or whatever, or just come on and chat with us. I'm actually going to, I was going to put it out during the video, and we've talked so much that I forgot about it, but I was going to invite someone to be on the live with me. So if there is somebody here that would like to go live with me Sunday night, I'm going to be going at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if somebody is interested to go live with me Sunday night, if you will, shoot me an email after this live chat is over with, and let me know that way. And I can actually have, it says up to 6 people. So, we'll have us a good time Sunday night. And, but just, like I said, send me an email and let me know that you're interested. Ow, she just scratched my back. And I will send you the link for you to be able to join in on that live. Let me catch up on these last, can't wait to see your temperature blanket. Okay. 50 miles away, they hold the Pendleton Roundup, which has been going for over 100 years and is world famous. Have a great night. I can't wait to see what it looks like by Sunday. If I even get to work on it anymore by Sunday, I will do it. Okay. Me So Crazy, just like I said, send me an email and I will get you a link sent. That's awesome. So, all right. Well, thank all of y'all for joining me tonight. It's been wonderful. I've had so much fun. Y'all have helped my headache go away. So thank you for that. And y'all, everybody have a good night. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.